Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working with one of those stamps that I got in Hobby Lobby. They're the Tracey Hey Stamps from Hampton Art. And it's the flamingo, this cute, adorable little thing. Now, I mean, they were $9.99 and they were reduced to $2.49. That's a heck of a deal. So, we're going to work with these. They're acrylic stamps, but I'm going to be coloring them with alcohol markers. So we're going to use our alcohol proof ink. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you're getting ready for a great weekend. And to everyone who's new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy our content and yeah, you interact with us in the comments. I love meeting new people and bouncing ideas off of each other. Anyway, so I'm gonna stamp with the not the Versify, look at me. The Finesse from Spectrum Noir. It's the alcohol proof ink. And the cute thing about these stamps is that they look like they're sketched out by hand. So that's different. I think that's adorable. And for being acrylic stamps, they stamp really well. At least this one does. We'll see. Okay. Let me try to get the head and the eye a little better. A little bit more in the eye. Okay, I think that's good. That's as good as it's gonna get right now. All right, so let's move this to the side. And we're gonna bring in a plain piece of cardstock to put behind this because it is alcohol ink and it does absorb in the paper. And you want it to pull away so it doesn't spread out too much. Now let's start with our lightest tone of pink. And we're just gonna color this little one up. And this is not gonna be perfect because it's just filling it with color. You know, I always say that. Okay. Let's go on with our the perfect pink 3. And if you feel that it's still too light and you want more of a contrast, you can always go with one of the other ones. But I think I want it to stay soft. So now let's see how the perfect pink 2 is going to work. Let's bring that in. And just keep adding the color in. And then we could come back with the lightest one. Just add a little bit more. And now we could just let that dry. And remember, when it dries, the ink evaporates a little more. I mean the alcohol, and then you start seeing the true tone. Your finished product. And we could always go back and add some more color if we want to. Okay, so let's let that color settle, and we're gonna go ahead and do the shoes. And the shoes we're gonna do in a true blue blend, and we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna start with our lightest. Again, go with our darkest. Mid-tone. And then we're going to start with our yellow. And the yellow, we're just going to do the little legs. Super easy to color. Okay. And we're going to do the little top of the nose, the beak. I would take my time normally, but we all know that I can make a one long video. So let's try not to do that today. Okay, and now the little beak. And we could finish off with our lightest tone. So that's what we have there. Now we're gonna get the alcohol marker just to fix that little oopsie that I have. And this is just one from, let's see, a Hobby Lobby one. I don't even know the brand. Prismacolor. But I was out of the alcohol ink. But I have one left, but I was running short. And this one was on sale for $1.74, so it works. Okay, so now we're gonna die cut this out, and we're gonna use one of these stitched rectangles, and I'm gonna cut it out before I go ahead and color it with ink. That's better. Take that down. I'm trying to go faster in these videos. Okay, I'm gonna pause it, I'm gonna cut it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have it cut, and I'm gonna just take a little bit of the spun sugar, and I'm just gonna shade this in just a little bit. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of coloring because I'm gonna stamp my sentiment, but I don't want it to be so white either. So it's just very lightly tinted. Okay. And then what we can do is we can take our lightest gray color. Let's see. And just come back and just shadow this a little bit. And if it seems a little harsh now, but as it dries, it'll get lighter. And if you still don't like the way it looks, then you could come back with your blender and just lighten it up just a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna let it sit there and dry for a minute. And while that happens, we could go ahead and get our sentiment ready. And let's see which one we're gonna use. Focus Fabulous or Head Up Gorgeous. We could put this here maybe. And then maybe put some of those there. We'll see. Okay. Let's take that down so it doesn't move. And then we could put Head Up. And if we wanted to, we could even put like the hay. There, or maybe up there. But for now, let's just do that. Let's see how that looks. Maybe stamp it one more time. And I just realized that I did not use my VersaFine. That explains a lot. They look the same. See? Okay, let's try that. Okay, that's better. Now, do we want to add these? And then if so, what color? Let's try it in red. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. Well, we could cut out some hearts separately and put it there. So that's what we have so far. And then what I figured is that we can layer it on this yellow. And then maybe use a pattern just to make it look super happy. We can go ahead and add some glossy accents. To the beak. And let's make sure we get all of the little air bubbles out. Okay. And then maybe add some to the little shoes. And then we could cut out some hearts with one of our dies. Let me get that ready and I'll be right back. Okay, I cut the little hearts out and I'm going to color them with one of our markers. And I'm just gonna dab it. And that's because I want it to match. And if I cut it out of a different piece of paper, it's not gonna match. So I might as well just color them. And we're going to put the last one there, or maybe put two there and one down here. Some blue there. So something like that. We'll figure that out. So far I like the way that looks. And now we're just going to cut down our panel. And we're going to make it a little less than 5 by 7. And then we'll start piling these on to see how it looks. Now we can put it there. Or we could put it there, maybe put something here. And then put it on the other side with the bow. Something like that. We can do this. And I kind of like the way that looks, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna glue that, get the glue ready and our card, and I'll be right back. Well, after a couple of days, I'm back. I had stopped the recording of this out of respect for all our crafty friends and the UK as a whole in the loss of Queen Elizabeth. And but it's time to finish it off and go back to our happy place. I think this experience affected people around the world, because I know in my household it was very sad, and it was we mourn with the people of the UK. It was, for like I said before, all of my life she was the queen of England, of the UK, and it was weird. It's still weird seeing all the changes that are going on, but you know, that's the way life is. Things have to continue. But anyway, let's go back to crafting. Let's go back to a happy place, right? So we're gonna finish up this card, and so far I think it looks cute. What I was left was I was gonna pop this up on some foam tape. Let's get a scissor to cut that. And of course, if I'm gonna put this on glitter, I'm gonna put glue behind it, just to make that bond a little stronger. Forgive my hands and my nails. I'm at painting again, and it's gray paint, so my nails, my hands look horrible. But you guys know what that's like. And I don't know about you guys, but I can't use gloves for everything. I like to feel the texture of things. I like to me things aren't done right if I can't feel it. I mean, if it's harsh chemicals, I'll wear gloves, but other than that, nah. Which is why my hands look the way they look. Just gonna put a little bit of glue. It's gonna make it adhere more, but it's also gonna give me time to get it straight. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so we have it popped up. I mean, it's a pretty solid piece now, and I think it's really gonna pop off the card. And now the only thing we have to do is figure out which do we like best. Do we want the thicker piece there, or would the thinner do? And it's funny, but I'm kind of liking the thinner just because I think this takes up too much. Or maybe I should do an in-between. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do an in-between. Okay, let's get our cardstock. And I think right there. Let's see now. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, so let's get this glued down. And I'll cut it after it's glued. And the good thing about this is since it has these flowers, you can just like really follow those flowers down. And that should give you a pretty straight line. And now we can trim this off. So we have that. And we can glue him down after we figure out where we're going to put the bow. I think about there. Or maybe there. Yeah, I think there's better. Hold that for a second, and then we can go ahead and glue this down. It's a simple card. It's a good way to use all those stamps and stuff most of us got from those sales in Hobby Lobby. And I think right there is good. So we're gonna hold that in place for a second. And then I cut these out, but I'll put these on once we glue this panel down. Oh, look at that. That's why you should always do this part first. Let's put the most glue there, and then just a thin line. I'm not too sure how this paper is going to behave with the glue. So let's... Okay. Just get that there. And I could always trim the excess on the bottom. I went a little too far, but now let's glue this bad boy back on. And I think we just have to hold it there for a second. Okay. Where everything sticks. Put one there. Maybe one here. And we're going to put the little one on the other side. Maybe down here. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take some glossy accents and I'm going to put it on these hearts. So now it's going to look like an enamel heart. And this is something you could do if you don't have any. You just cut out some hearts and add some glossy accents and voila. So you don't have to run out and buy anything. This would have been cute as a Valentine's Day card. But for me, it's going to be a little bit of a inspirational card with something nice inside. And that's our card. It's complete. I think it's cute. These flamingos are adorable. And you can either add more to it. If you really wanted to make it a scene, you can do grass, you can do trees in the background, make it really tropical. But I just wanted the flamingo. I wanted the focal point to be on the sentiment. And the way the flamingo is, I think it appears cute together. So that's it. I'll see you soon. I mean, I'm going to make a video right after this one. But again, my prayers are with all of you who are mourning the death of the queen. And I don't know. I'm not good with these things. So have a great one, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.